Every good desk needs a pencil, and I decided to make my own this time. They're really easy to make. I started with my tools and a cat. I needed toothpicks, yellow paint, pink paint, brown paint, and black paint. I needed a knife and a paintbrush. The process starts easily enough. You just want to grab a couple toothpicks and you want to lay them out. I did not even measure them, but I just took my knife and I just rolled my knife across the toothpick until it came off. And yes, they will pop a little bit. I turned it around and did the other side so I would have two sharp pointed pencils. And I tried to measure a little bit, and then I decided that I like them all different lengths because who has pencils the same length? And then I actually also did the middle sections that are not sharp because, hey, we all have pencils that are not sharpened. And I just did this for a whole bunch of toothpicks. And like I said, I did varying lengths. The next step is I started with my pink paint. Gave it a little bit of shake, and I decided that I was going to paint my erasers first. So I basically got my paint and my paintbrush, and I got myself set up. Now I paint on an old cookie sheet because it is the easiest way to keep things clean in my office, and I just do it that way. So open the paint, get your pink out, and then it really is just a thing of taking your pink paint and going around the edge of each toothpick, the blunt end. And then I just laid them down and I went on to the next one. Little teeny tiny bits of paint. Once the pink paint was dry, I went ahead and grabbed my yellow. And I didn't choose anything specific, I just grabbed what yellows I had, what pinks I had, because it's not a science. And then I just went ahead and I painted the actual spot that you would hold on your pencil, the painted portion on your own pencil. And I just painted them all yellow. I did paint down over the other nub if it was a flat end, if it hadn't been sharpened yet. And if it had a sharp point on it, I just left that unpainted for right now. And I just got to painting. This literally took maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes to do them all. Not long at all. And once the yellow paint was all done, I closed up the yellow paint and I actually walked away and let them dry. Now I did have to go back and touch up a little bit just because of how I just laid them flat to dry, but I did that later. I did my last two colors at the same time. I did my brown paint and my black paint all at the same process. So I started with the brown, and this was only for the pencils that had the points. The pencils that were blunt end that hadn't been quote unquote sharpened, they were done. So I grabbed the first one that had a sharpened end and I painted the end totally brown. Twisted it around and painted it brown, and then I took it and I dipped just the tip into my black paint just to give it the lead point. And I did that for the next one too. And I just kept doing that for each sharp pointed pencil, and then just dip it right on in, and it gave me my little point. Let everything dry and voila, you have pencils. Thanks for dollhousing with me.